Recording now. I'm recording now.
Yeehaw!
Okay, right. This is going on the band channel, by the way, not my personal channel, the band channel. Can the camera stay still?
Good.
Thank you. Right, there.
Yeehaw! Can
Um
you hear me?
Evan, say hi.
Yeehaw!
Alex, say hi.
Rah.
Okay, and hi, I'm Charlie. Um we are we a band, and today, while my other two bandmates are playing Minecraft, I will be reading them the Declaration of Independence. None of us are American, by
Yay,
the way.
sparkle, sparkle.
Yeehaw!
The unanimous Declaration of the 13 United States of America, when the course of human events it when in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one person and one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which laws of nature and nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them uh, to the separation. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, the governments are instituted among men, deriving their powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. And the institute, I'm turning this up, and the institute, and to institute new government, laying its foundations on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prejudice, indeed, will dedicate that government long established should not be changed for light and transient reasons, and according to all experience hath shown, that's a new word, hath shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable than to right themselves by abolishing the new forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurp, usurpations, pursuing invaluable the same object in invices design government, I know, to reduce them under absolute despotism, is their rights, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Are you guys still there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. We're not even halfway. Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which cons- constrains them to alter their former systems of government. The history of the present King of Britain is a history of repeated injuries and there's that word again, usurpations, all having in direct object the establishment of absolute tyranny over these states. To prove this, let facts be submitted to a candid world. He was refused his assent to laws the most wholesome and necessary for the public good. He was forbidden his governors to pass laws of immediate and pressing importance unless suspended in their operation till his assent should be obtained, and when so suspended, he was utterly neglected to attend to
Wait,
them.
why did Aurora leave the game?
Oh, she's gonna join.
He was refused to pass other laws for the accommodation of large districts of people, unless those people would relinquish the rights of representation in the legislature, a right in
America.
inestimable to them and formidable to tyrants only. He has together legislative bodies and places unusual, uncomfortable, and distant from the depository of their public records, for the sole purpose of fatiguing them into compliance with his measures. He has dissolved representative houses repeatedly for opposing with manly firmness his invasions of the rights of the people. He has refused for a long time, after such dissolutions, to cause others to be elected, whereby the legislative powers, incapable of annihilation, have returned to the people at large for their exercise. I'm noticing I'm sounding more and more like a politician. The state remaining the meantime exposed to the danger. Did my accent change? Exposed to all the dangers of invasion from without and convolutions within. It's taken effect on me. He has endeavored to prevent the population of these states for the purpose of obstructing the laws of naturalization of foreigners. We're not halfway. Refusing to pass others to encourage their migration hither and raising the conditions of new appropriations of land. He has obstructed the administration of justice by refusing his assent to laws for establishing judiciary powers. He has made judges dependent on his will alone. His tenor of their offices and the amount of payment of their salaries. He has erected a multitude of new offices and sent hither swarms of officers to harass our people and eat out their substances. He has kept among us in times of peace standing armies without consent of our legislators. He has effected to render the military independent of and superior to the civil power. How much of this is left? Oh God. Wait, no, I lost my place. Okay, there we go. He has combined with others to subject us to jurisdiction foreign to our constitution and acknowledged by our laws, giving us his assent to their acts of pretended legislation, for quartering large bodies of armed troops among us, for protecting them by mock trial from punishment from any murders which they should commit on the inhabitants of these states, for cutting off our trade with all parts of the world, for imposing taxes on us without our consent, for depriving us in many cases of the benefits of trial by jury, for transporting us beyond the seas for pretended officers, for abolishing the free system of English laws, in which neighboring province, establishing therein an arbitrary government, enlarging its boundaries as to render it once an example and fit instrument of introducing the same absolute rule to these colonies for taking our charters, abolishing our most vulnerable laws, and altering fundamentally the forms of our government, for suspending our own legislators, for declaring themselves invested with power to legislate us in all cases whatsoever. He has abdicted government here by declaring us out of his protection and waging war against us. This more, he has polluted our seas, ravaged our coasts, burnt our towns, destroyed the lives of our people. Are you guys getting tired of this?
No, continue.
Tornado?
Yeah.
Oh,
Should I keep going?
Yes.
Okay, he is the time disposing large armies of foreign mercenaries to complete the works of death, dissolution, and tyranny.
America.
Already begun with circumstances of cruelty and perfidy. Is my camera still recording? Yes. He has constrained his. No, wait, I didn't finish it. About perfidy scarcely paralleled in most barbarous ages and totally unworth the head of a civilized nation. Stop it. He has constrained our fellow citizens, taken captive our high seas to bear arms against their country, to become the executioners of their friends and brethren, or to fall themselves by their hands. He has excited domestic insurrections against us, and has endeavored to bring on the inhabitants of our frontiers, the merciless Indian savages. I don't like that. Whose known rule of warfare is undistinguished destruction of all ages, sexes, and conditions. I'm almost done. In every... Evan. It's a bit distracting. In every Evan, not the ukulele is a bit distracting. In every stage of these oppressions, we have petitioned our redress in the most humble terms. Our repeated petitions have been answered only by repeated injury. A prince whose character is thus marked by every act which may define a tyrant is unfit to be the rule of free people, nor have we been wanting the attentions to our British brethren. We have warned them from time to time of attempts by their legislature to extend an unwarranted jurisdiction over us. We have reminded them of the circumstances of our emigration and settlement here. We have appealed to their native justice, magnanimity, and we have conjured them by the ties of our common kindred to disavow there's that word again, usurpations, which have inevitably interrupt our connections and correspondence. They, too, have been deaf to voice of justice and consanguinity. We must therefore acquaint in the necessary which denounces our separation And is it still recording? Yes. And hold them. We hold the rest of mankind, enemies in war, in peace, friends. Last paragraph. We therefore, the representatives of the United States of America in General Congress, assembled, appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world, world for the rectitude of our institutions, do in the name and by the authority of the good people for these colonies solemnly publish and declare that these united colonies are, for the right, ought to be free and independent states. They are absolved from all allegiance to the British Crown, and they all politically connect between them from the states of Great Britain is and ought to be totally dissolved, and that as free and independent states they have
If anyone wants
full
more
power
there's like 3 of them over here.
to levy war and conclude peace, contract allies, establish commerce, and to do all other acts and things which independent states may of right do, and for the support of this declaration with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, may we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor.
It's the end, it's the end, it's the end, it's the end. Woohoo, we did it.
USA! 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 USA!
Why are you making a giant
USA!
dick?
Huh? I'm not there.
God bless America. Can I get an amen?
It looks like a giant dick.
Okay, that's not exactly the amen I asked for, but sure. Okay, ending the video now.
You see what I mean?
Okay, can we say goodbye to the camera now?
Bye. Bye. And we're gone. We're
Bye,
bye.
camera.
Bye.
Why